And the show is a show.
Trial and error.
Straight up, you know what I mean? And we tried, we made a couple of errors. But, man, that's a new year, new frame of mind, man. I ain't gonna let none of this technical difficulty stop shit that I'm trying to do. So with that being said, back to what this man right here got going on, you know what I mean? So, Goody, we was about to start a conversation and have a conversation about like the difference in the perception of the younger heads with hip hop and the older heads.
Like, if you look, like, you can't see because it looks small right now, but that's really clear.
Part of the culture.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, one of the biggest parts.
That's like HD, you know. People are like, you know, they got worried about.
You know, it's a healthy conversation when you tell me.
Those are great cameras, but you don't need that.
What do the younger listeners and the younger artists listen for and in the culture, man?
You know, right now, it's all about simplicity. You know, it's not about all these complex bars that you got to sit there and digest. Like, music is like, it's microwave music. You know, it comes and it goes so fast.
Right.
So I mean, when we listen to an Eminem song, like, you can't deny he's great, but like, I don't have all that time to sit there all day and just digest one song for like an hour. But also, like, they're looking for that TikTok song to make a TikTok dance to. They're looking for simple lyrics to put in an Instagram caption.
Right.
Simple as that. Like, I can't tell you how many times you see Drake lyrics in a girl's Instagram caption or another dude's Instagram caption.
Right. And I think that.
And by the way, did you see real quick? Did you see how many streams Drake has? He has like 50 billion streams, and the next person that's second has like 20 billion less than him. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, I just saw that today.
I think that he figured it out. You know what I mean? I think that he figured out that sometimes less is more.
Less is more.
I think he figured out that Drake might have been the transition. Mm-hmm. Not to say that a lot of artists aren't known for heavy lyricism. Yeah. Not to say the lyricism hasn't been a big part of the culture. But when you want to talk about the divide and the fact that it went from here to here, I'm really starting to think that Drake might be the reason. Because, like, I think it's safe to say that Biggie was one of the simplest yet more complex MCs.
Yeah.
But the way that Drake was able to come in the game and sprinkle it with all the melodies and all that, but also be lyrical, I think that he changed the perception of what people expect.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because, like, look, people have been hollering, they want either Jay and Drake or Wayne and Drake to do a verses.
Yeah.
But look at the bulk of their catalogs.
Yeah.
What I realized is there was a point when heavy lyricism was not only expected and accepted, it was the norm. Yeah. It was like, you've got to be witty, you've got to come with some complex shit. But now, it seems like it done flipped a little bit.
No, for sure, for sure. And it comes like we were talking about melodies earlier. Like, people want something that's catchy, easy to sing along to. Like, you know, remember Gucci Gang? About Lil Pump, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. It was such a simple song, and people would go crazy for it, but it was the most simplest lyrics ever. But also, you can say ain't nobody checking for Lil Pump in 2020.
I mean, they might be checking for Lil Pump in 2020, but what is Lil Pump giving them in 2020 is a bigger question.
Not shit. But also, you see what Charlamagne said about Drake?
Nah, what did he say about
Charlamagne says that he feels it's the end of a Drake era. Like he doesn't think Drake has nothing more to offer us. But this fool's been doing it for how many years now?
Drake's been in it for like 10.
Yeah, for a while.
Hey, yo, shout out, hey, yo, my brother Chris Segura, come here right quick. Yo, shout out to the homie Chris.
Hey, the big brother Chris.
I'm bringing him in right now for like some expert advice or whatnot because I just want some like real insight. Alright, yeah, we can all get in this shot, yo. Alright, so this is something that I wanted to ask you because as far as we talking about the generational age gap, you're dead in the middle of what we're talking about.
I guess so.
What or who was it that changed the dynamic of shit being more known and accepted for heavy lyricism to the way that it is today? I think that it's Drake. Me personally, is it Drake? Is it Ye?
It was Chief Keef.
Dude.
It was 100% Chief Keef.
Bro.
Oh, shit.
It was 100% Chief Keef.
I remember when Chief, but bro, you gotta give credit where credit's due. Chief Keef really, like,
if you
changed the game, man.
If you ask any of these rappers like Lil Uzi, Lil Yachty, any rapper that's like popping right now, they're gonna say that one of their biggest inspirations was Chief Keef.
Okay, I can respect that. But let me ask y'all this. Why is it that back in the day, people actually wanted lyrics? I think about all the old stuff that I listen to, and then I think about the newer artists that are revered and respected for that old way of thinking. Kendrick's first album is that way of thinking. J. Cole's whole career is that way of thinking. But I've heard a lot of people say J. Cole is boring.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that.
So where did that become an acceptable statement within this conversation? As far as how did it go from being lyrical and being deep is acceptable to that's just too much?
I mean, is it deep or is it contrived? Is it like complicated for no reason, or is it actually fucking? Is that really serious? Is it complex, or is it just complicated? You know, like, because if you want to go there, is it that people wanted lyrics back in the day, or they just didn't have a choice? Because there wasn't a lot of choices. All you had was on the radio and was popping at the local party, and that's all you got. You got no SoundCloud. You can't just. Not everybody could just record music. You know, so not even motherfuckers that might have been the nastiest rappers, maybe even better than, you know, Jay, better than whoever, but they didn't pop off and they didn't have a fucking studio in their house. They couldn't make it to a studio. They had to work, they had kids, whatever. Okay. Now anybody, you could have 4 kids and drive a truck for a living and become a rapper because you could record, you know, hands-free, wherever the hell you are.
Right. And I definitely agree with that aspect. But I'm also looking at the fact that the mass consumption, the mass consumers, all right? There was a point in time, because I'm a little older than y'all, where if you didn't have wittiness and lyrics and bars and some shit for people to digest and break down, you weren't gonna make it.
Yeah.
But something happened between when since we use M as an example, when M first came out, to when Chief Keef came out, to this conversation right here, to where it's almost frowned upon in the mainstream to be too lyrical. You're supposed to say less. Jay-Z had a bar on the Black album that pretty much coin phrases this whole conversation. He says, "Skill, soul, truth be told, I'd probably be lyrically Talib Kweli. Truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense, but I did 5 mil. I ain't been rhyming like common sense." So it makes you think like he dumbed it down on purpose.
Yeah, but he also stopped rhyming like Common as frequently too. If you look at it like that, because he's not even just saying lyrically. He's almost saying like he stopped being a rapper like Common. He stopped rapping like Common. Okay. So he really stopped rapping too, because he started like he only releases music when Nas released or something, and when like one of his friends who don't really got much of a career anymore needs help, and they're like, "Alright, Jay Electronica, let's drop an album." So he did more business.
Well, that brings a really good conversation up. How in the hell was Nas able to survive as long as he had? If he's one of the most heavy, lyrical, deep, like you can't passively listen to Nas. You can't just like, oh.
Because my generation ain't checking for Nas.
Exactly. That's what
I'm not be honest.
That's what I was getting to.
You know why? If everybody outside selling ice cream, and you the only person selling lemonade, somebody you gonna make a killing, bro. So like he carved out his niche, right?